What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another You and Idol Precure stream. We're gonna be yapping today. Anyway, hello my starries, and welcome Rose, and welcome Lily. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hope you are having a great night. For the starries, thank you, Lily. I appreciate ya. I appreciate ya. How you guys doing? You doing well? I hope you're doing well. What an episode. Can I just say that? What an episode today. What an episode. Oh my god, hi Aria. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Oh my goodness. I watched this episode this morning. I was eating my breakfast and I watched this episode. And I was like, I want to talk about this now, but I have to wait. I have to wait. I was like, I have to wait. I have to wait until 8 o'clock, which is my time right now, EST. So I was like, oh, I really want to yap. I really want to talk. Oh, you know what? You're so right. This was Cillium as the thumbnail. So you know what that means. We might as well, hey, be a little silly tonight. We might just be a little bit silly tonight. For a serious episode, we're gonna be a little bit silly. We're gonna be a little bit silly here. Hi, Ludi. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. We're yapping today about episode 25 of You and Idol Precure on the main channel on YouTube. So very, very fun. You cast Iron. I casted Silly M. Silly M is here. I put myself in the thumbnail as Silly M, so we're gonna, you know what? We're gonna be Silly M today. Before I get into the recap, I just want to say I feel like a huge weight has been cast off of my shoulders. You guys know why? You know why? Because I finished the Pirate 101 walkthrough. I finally finished it. Oh my goodness. I did it. Hi, Demon King. Welcome, 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 welcome. What the fuck is going on with her? Honestly, though, I love that meme. Oh my goodness. Welcome, welcome. I finally finished my Pirate 101 walkthrough. There were 74 episodes. Wiz already has like over 100. Wiz is gonna take a while. But I finally finished Pirate today. That was a hard fight. We died and then had to come back in. We almost died again, but we were able to cheese the boss by doing some cheats. Like if someone leaves the battle, uses a potion and refills their health and comes back in, then you're good. We were worried about that, but oh my goodness, I finally finished that walkthrough. You'll see the end towards, like, the end of the series, I guess. The end of the Pirate 101 walkthrough. You'll see it towards the end of this week, but oh my goodness, it feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder. I love Pirate 101, but that game is so hard, like, especially if you don't know anything about it. So I'm currently studying up because I do want to do another walkthrough at some point, but oh my goodness. That was a pain in the butt. But I'm glad it's over, and I'm excited to try and do better next time. Yeah! Also, while you guys are here, I'm gonna ask you a question. I want to, both YouTube and Twitch, I want you to reply. Because this will help me in the video for this week. So, I'm working on a video, and all I'm gonna say is I'm gonna ask you a question. And the question is simply, what do you look for when you are looking into a Magical Girl series? What are you looking for? What are you looking for? That's all I'm gonna say. It can be as vague or as long as you wanna, you know, just what do you look for when you're looking into a Magical Girl series? Like, what is one of the fundamental values that a Magical Girl series must have? I'm working on a video, but I would like to get some opinions, and I might even post this later after the stream, and like post it on like YouTube in the community section, because I just want to know what people think. What do you think? What do you think? Because it'll help me out with, you know, the video and whatnot. But anyway, I've got the video recorded. I just think it would be nice to have like a couple more opinions and stuff to kind of like, you know, just, I don't know, just to have a good idea about it, you know. Needs magic? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, let me go ahead and do the recap today for, let's see, episode 25. I can't believe we're already 25 episodes into You and Idol. That feels crazy. That feels like it's wrong, but I know it's not. But it feels like it's wrong. Like, it feels weird because I'm like, we just started this. And then it's like, no, that was a while ago. Cat ear, cat ear. Oh, that means we have to switch. Hold on. That means we gotta unsilly. Gotta be serious for the recap. Gotta be serious for this recap. Serious, Sam. Let me situate myself. Serious business. Oh my god, why is my button not work? I did that yesterday where I tried to do my little sneeze so I could switch and be cat girl, but my hat doesn't want to come off. And I don't know why. Oh, Magical Girl series needs teamwork, emotional growth, unpredictable story, transformation sequences, and romance. See, like I said, I already have my script like done and like recorded, but I like some of those points. I did not add some of those in my video, so I really like that. See, this is why I wanted to ask you guys what you think, because I feel like, you know, when you ask your community and you ask other people, you get more insight, and that's actually some really good points. That's some really good points. I might need to make like a little cliffhanger note or something. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'm gonna ask my community like after stream or something and post that as well, because I feel like there's more values that I need, but I picked 5. I picked 5 big values that I feel like Magical Girl series need to have, and I like that one. I like some. I won't say anything just because I don't want to spoil what I've already put in for the video, but I like those. I like those. Those are good. Okay, let me pull up the episode. It's loading. Oh my god, get out of here. I don't want to try a VPN. Get out of here. Okay, so this is episode 25, Winking in the Sunflower Field. Oh my god, it is not gushing over Magical Girls. I refuse to watch that. I refuse. I will not watch that whatsoever. I refuse. I cannot. But yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so this episode is continuing the last one, where we saw in the last episode, Zakutty kind of has like been burnt out from work, and he's taking it out on everyone, especially Wink, because Wink is being so nice to him, but obviously, you know, he's supposed to like, you know, be the bad guy. You know, like she's the good guy, he's the bad guy, he's supposed to, you know, like defeat her. But honestly, he's been cracking under the pressure of work because he's been having to do everything. Choco does nothing, he's got to do everything, and Wink being so nice to him and saying like, hey, you deserve a break, it's kind of got him, you know, a little bit funky in the brain. And so they got close for a little bit, and then he had to go and say, I hate you, and then walk away, and that really hurt Wink's feelings. You could tell Nana was hurt by that. But anyway, in this episode, it starts off again where the girls are going to a sunflower field. They start off at Nana's house, and we do get more confirmation that her mom is still abroad. And so anyway, they decide to take a day trip, and they go to a sunflower field. On the bus, though, she does say that she is still kind of upset, and that his words did still hurt her. She wants, you know, Zakutty to turn out like Cuddy, someone who was a bad guy and then just kind of like dipped. Bro just kind of stopped. He just, you know, he's chilling now. And so Wink is like, I really hope that like, you know, he's able to have like a turn of heart. And so they're in the field, and also, can I just say, like, why the heck does Uta have like an Usagi Tsukino moment? She's trying to take pictures of them in the flower field, but she trips and she just starts crying, and I'm like, that is so Usagi. The way that she just starts like wailing on the ground, I'm like, that is so Usagi Tsukino. But anyway, they met a girl, and I thought that this girl would have had some more influence in the story, but she really doesn't. She just kind of works there. But anyway, basically we cut back to Zakutty and Choco, who Zakutty's like, maybe Wink is right. Maybe I, you know, need to have a break. And Choco's like, no, get your butt out there, work yourself to death, and get us that Kira Kilala. And so anyway, he's already in a mood when he gets here. But, and I say but because we need to talk about this. This is really important. I'm gonna go ahead and hit you in the face with this. There is a new villain. We have a new villain. Finally, like almost halfway in, we have a new villain. And I'm just gonna say it. Brace yourselves. People might not like this. I don't care. This is just a theory. An M theory. I think it's Kaito. I think it's Kaito. And I think it's Kaito because of the earring. Like, yes, they have similar hair colors, but I think it's Kaito because of the earring. Because we know that Kaito has this hoop earring, and it's like a silver hoop earring. And the same villain, this new villain, has that same earring. And I tried to look up photos and I can't see anything yet, but the villain's got like a lot of rings, and I tried to look at Kaito. I couldn't really find anything with him wearing rings, and I had a hard time trying to find pictures of his hands. The villain also has like a little stud earring in the other ear. Kaito doesn't seem to have that, but I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. I think that might be Kaito. I think. I'm just gonna say it. I might be completely wrong, but I'm gonna say it anyway. But like, I don't know. We've just been getting like a lot of like flashes of like Kaito recently. Like he's just kind of watching the girls. So like at first, before this episode came out, I was like, I don't understand why Kaito is just sometimes there and sometimes like interacting with the characters, and then another just kind of like a bypasser. This would make sense. This would tie it together as to why Kaito is just kind of bypassing them. It's like we get a whole scene with the main characters and you just see him in the background, just kind of like lingering, like watching them. And it emphasizes in the show that he's just kind of watching them. And at first, I really didn't think anything of it. But now that we have this new villain, I'm rethinking everything. Like, I'm really wondering if this new villain might be Kaito. The earring is like throwing me off. Like, the earring makes me think that maybe this is Kaito. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. How much do I need to roll on a d20 to make you watch it? Yeah, none. I don't think I would want to watch it. I don't know. I've heard some not so great things about it, to be fair. Oh yeah, thank God that anime gushing over magical girls is only made by the creator of Precure? Really? Let me Google real quick and make sure that that's what I'm thinking of. Gushing over like, isn't that the slightly inappropriate one? You know? Cause like, that versus Precure, yeah, it is. That's crazy. That's made by the same people who made Child Show. Cause like, what? Oh my god, I can't show any of these images. Yeah, no, Em will not be watching that. Just up front, Em will not be watching that. I can't believe that's made by the same people as Precure. Oh my god, like the actual same person, not just like company toy, like the same person. That's insane. Oh my god. Okay, back to the recap. So, where was I at? Oh yeah, so basically, Zakari is walking in this field of sunflowers when he stumbles upon Wink, who he's been trying to like work up the courage to like apologize to her for saying that he hates her, and she also gave him her handkerchief in the last episode, and so in this one, he wants to return it to her, and he accidentally drops it in like a puddle and gets it all dirty. And this is when the new villain pops out, and the new villain turns him into the villain for this episode, like the Makaranda. And so anyway, the cures transform, and this is actually a really cool scene because we see a scene where Wink decides that she wants to be the one to like get through to him. She doesn't just want to beat him up. She wants to talk to him, you know? She wants to actually like try to like appeal to like the good side of Zakari. And so she talks him through, and we get this really cute scene where I feel like Marrow might have grown a little bit closer with Wink, because we see a scene where, to encourage Wink, Puri pulls out their light pens, and we see that Marrow's at first kind of like, what's going on? Because Marrow's very like, you know, good versus evil, light cannot defeat dark, whatever. She's kind of a pessimist in a way, and so she's like, I just don't believe Wink can do this. But then she gets the pen light, and we see a moment where she hesitates, but she does start waving it, and we see that through the courage of her friends, Wink is able to break through and do the climax song to free Zuckutti. And again, Zuckutti is like, I don't want to be mean to her, but I have a hard time expressing my feelings, so he does apologize, and he does make it known that he doesn't actually hate her, even if she does say it, but it looks like that wraps up his arc. So it looks like he's probably not gonna be a part of our, like, you know, main cast of villains anymore. It seems like he's gone, but anyway, I like that, like, Kokoro and Nana and Uta are like, Nana's courage has reached you, Zuckutti, and he's like, no, I hate you again. Like, bro does not learn his lesson, but we know that he means the opposite of what he says. But we do see for the next episode that it's kind of like a fan club episode. It's called The Cuner the Better, so I'm assuming this is gonna be a Kyun focused type of episode, because, you know, fan club, Kyun, Kyun. It just kind of fits in the name, so it looks like we're gonna have a Kokoro episode after this Nana one, but I'm so glad that we got more, like, Nana content, because again, I feel like, you know, she's been kind of, like, left in the dust recently, and I really like that this showcased her courage and her kindness and her persistent kindness. You know, it wasn't just like a, I'm gonna be nice to you because I'm the good guy. Like, she was persistent, like, hey, you need to take care of yourself. I don't care if you're the villain here, you know, you shouldn't be overworking yourself like you do. So I really like this. I really like these 2 episodes, and I'm really excited for this new villain. I'm really excited. I really do hope it's Kaito, because I think that would be cool. I think it would be really cool if it was Kaito, because that way, like, you know, it would make sense as to why he's just kind of been there. He just feels like he's been there, and I feel like that would wrap it up really nicely, but we'll have to see. I did see that, I don't know how old Kaito is, but I did see while I was looking through images and stuff to try to, like, see Kaito's rings, see if he had any rings on his fingers, so I could, like, point it towards, like, you know, the villain. I'm trying to come up with a game theory like idea over here, but apparently people really do be shipping Kaito and Uta. Take that as you will. I don't know how old he is, but I saw a lot of ship art. Like, you look up Kaito, Kimito Idol, and you're like, oh, and I oop, Oh, they wanted to make no content? Really? Let's see what seasons they worked on. Let's see. Gushing over Magical Girls creator. Let's see. It says Akihiro Ononaka. That's the name I pulled up. Let's see, copy. And then paste. Is it? Precure? Maybe that's just the artist. Maybe that's just the artist for the season, but I don't see that. I'm having a hard time, but I don't know exactly which creator, because there's multiple people who do Precure, like, creation, like, working at Toei, so I don't know if they mean, like, the artist or the one who did the story. Let's see. I hate looking this up. It's gonna be on my feed now. Let's try author. It still says it's a Japanese magical girl series written and illustrated by Akihiro Ononaka. Mm. Mm. You don't really see. I can't see. Can't see anything. So I don't know who it would be, but honestly, it could be anyone. Aww. I'm just reading up on it now. Yeah, I can't really find anything about it, but oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Hi Josh, welcome. Apparently fans are allowing the shipping of Nana and Zachary, but I think it's nothing more than like Rika and Ira. Nana helped him and he secretly supports her, that's it. Understandable. Oh, thank you Teddy for the follow. Thank you. Appreciate ya. Yeah, there's a lot of like ship content that comes with Precure a lot. Personally, I don't really get into it. I'm someone who like I don't care too much about shipping stuff. But yeah, I've seen it with Kaito and Uta too. Crazy work. Not for me though. I'll put it as nicely as I can. Not for me though. But yeah. Okay, well we did the recap, so if you guys want to yap about anything, now's your time to do so. Now's your time to do so. What do you mean, why are you streaming? Cause I'm a streamer. Cause I'm a streamer. It's kind of what we do. But yeah. But anyway, let's see. I'm just trying to think of what else I can yap about. Yeah, no, the ship stuff is not for me. Not for me. But yeah. I'm excited for the next couple episodes. We'll have to see where we go from there, though. Yeah. Yeah. But also, maybe we should write the community post now, because I want to get people's opinions about Magical Girl series, because that'll help me out quite a bit. But yeah, I'm working on that video. I'm gonna make, I told you guys this last week, I think, but I need more time. I need more time to talk about the Horse Girl game. I'm gonna play it tomorrow, so I'm actually gonna get to play it, but I have some like facts and stuff written out about it, and I am gonna make a video on, if you're watching on YouTube, you're gonna get a video over there on the main channel about the Horse Girl game. I think it's called Uma Musumi? You know? You know, so you're gonna get that before, but what do you mean dated turtle? What do you mean by that? What are you smoking over there? Oh my god, but yeah, you're gonna get the Horse Girl game soon, but I am gonna play it tomorrow and actually do the gameplay, but I have like a script with stuff that I want to talk about already in there, but it was like 40 minutes long. And I need more than a week to work on a 40-minute long video. Like, a video that takes 10 minutes is about 2 days of editing, 2 or 3 days of editing. A video that is about 20 minutes takes like nearly a full week. Because, you know, I do more than just edit those videos. And I hate editing, so I tend to procrastinate a little bit, you know? I tend to be a procrastinator when it comes to that. Yeah. Oh, have I ever seen Clannad? Here's my thing. I know what happens in the story because I've been in the anime sphere for a while. I know what happens, especially with the wife and the kid. I don't know that emotionally I can handle it. There are just some animes where I'm like, I don't know if I can handle it because it's so sad. Like, a lot of people will suggest that I watch Your Lie in April. Again, I will not watch it. This one in Clannad, I don't think I can watch it. I just don't think I can because I know it's sad. I know there's some other ones that are like really like impactful but sad too. And it's hard. It's just hard to watch it, you know? It makes me sad. And I just don't want to go through that pain, you know? I just can't go through that pain. I just can't. So I'm like, I don't know if those are the ones for me. And like, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for like the Clannad guy. I don't know what his name is, but I just feel so bad. His life was like looking up and stuff, and then everything bad happened to him, and it irks me. It irks me. Like, here's my thing. I like slice of life content when it's like soft slice of life content, you know? So it's stuff that's like, it's not gonna make me cry. Like if it's like, you know, a happy cry, that's okay. But if it's like a, my wife dies, my child dies, it's hard for me. It is so hard for me to get into it. It makes me so emotional. Like, this is why I don't watch K-dramas anymore. Because K-dramas are like real tearjerkers, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of like quote-unquote real actors in TV and stuff, you know? I like animated stuff. And so, I don't know, I can't get into it. Also, I kid you not, when I was watching K-dramas, I watched back-to-back, like, getting hit by Truck-kun. Like, it's like they have a fight, literally two back-to-back different series, by the way. Like, the characters got into a fight, and then they're about to break up, and then someone gets hit by a car. Like, maybe it's just my genre that I'm watching, because I do like that kind of cute romance slice of life stuff, but like, I need you to not repeat yourself like that, please and thank you. I like to watch one anime and stay with it for the rest of my life and not totally something different. Gotcha. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Especially if it's like a long series. Especially if it's a long one. Oh, what do you think about this new villain in Precure? I'm gonna say it. I think it's Kaito. I might be completely wrong, and if this comes out later on and it's not Kaito, then, you know, you can come and boo me in the comments. You have my permission to boo me in the comments if he doesn't end up becoming the villain. But if he does become the villain, don't anyone say anything to me anymore. I'm a genius. But I think it is. I really think it is. I really think it is. It's that singular hoop earring. That one singular hoop earring makes me think. It just makes me think. It makes me think that it's him. It really does. Hi, oh, I love that name, FNAF Precure. Love that. Oh my god. That'd be a fun fan game. It's most likely I see Japanese artists who do a lot of weird ships. Honestly, it doesn't make sense that some of them are a little uncomfortable. Yeah, that's why I really like to kind of stay out of the shipping stuff when it comes to Precure. Just not really for me. Just not really for me. So I tend to stay away from it. But I was trying to like look up Kaito and see if he had any rings on his finger. And I still can't find anything. But it would help me if I saw rings on his finger. Because his new villain has rings. So I'm like, does Kaito wear rings? I know he wears glasses. This villain doesn't wear glasses. And also, this villain has like another stud earring in the other ear. The opposite of the hoop. And it doesn't seem like Kaito has it. But that doesn't mean that as a villain he can't accessorize. Oh, you want the hat? I gotcha. I gotcha. Achoo! Achoo! My magic is in my sneezes. Oh, Ohana? I've seen that one teased a little bit. I think that's the girl with the white hair. She's like a little girl with white hair or something. Yeah. I don't know that I can handle stuff like that. If it's sad, it's so hard to watch. Like if it's... How do I put this? Like if it's overall, you know, like not supposed to be a sad anime, but it's got like a scene or so where it's sad or something, or like a character, even if it's a big character, it's okay. Because like my favorite anime is Assassination Classroom, and I don't want to sound kind of like redundant by saying that, or like, what's the word? Hypocritical, I guess, by saying that, because Assassination Classroom is kind of sad, because, you know, Kuro-sensei at the ending. That's all I'll say about that. But you know, it's more than just like a build up to like the sadness, you know? There's more, and there's a lesson in what happens to him. So there's a lesson. There's a lesson, but it still hurts. I watched it 2 times and I cried 2 times. Same. I've also watched it twice and cried twice. I'm gonna probably start it again because it's just, it's so good. Like, it's just so good. It makes me sad. Like the thing about Assassination Classroom, why it's always gonna be my favorite anime, is because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful story. Like, you have kids who overcome like trauma and fear, and who are told that they're going to be nothing in life, and they overcome that by the help of having a teacher. Because sometimes all you need is one good teacher to prevail, like, you know, what's the word? To make you persevere, you know, someone to encourage you, and someone to, like, you know, guide you. And that's what those kids needed, and that's what Kuro Sensei was. Like, it's a funny series, it's got like your funny haha moments, it's got some silly goofy like moments. But it's a really touching story, and it is kind of sad, but it's also very heartwarming at the end. And there's also the 365 Days movie, where you get to see them as adults, and it's just so nice how they all actually stay together even when they're adults. Like, because I know that's not what happens IRL. Like, like my friend, I think I've told you about this before, but my friend, my best friend from high school, is planning their wedding, and they asked me to be their maid of honor, and I was like, are you inviting anyone besides like our one other friend that we still talk to from school? And they were like, no, you two are the only people that I went to school with who I'm inviting, because I don't talk to anyone else. And I'm like, I don't talk to anyone else from school beside you two either. And I had like quite a few friends in school, like whether it was like super close friends or like just acquaintance friends, like I still like, I feel like I had quite a few people that I talked to, but like even like close friends, people who I have like, you know, memories with, like photos and stuff with, we don't talk. And so I'm like, it's really beautiful in the anime that, like, you know, they all come together years after they've already graduated and stuff into adulthood, and they're still like, you know, coming back to pay tribute to Kuro Sensei and stuff. Like, it's just, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It could be him, like he always does show up when he and then vanishes into thin air. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many times in Kimi to Idol here where like you'll see Kaito, and then like all of a sudden he's gone. Like, he gets like 2 seconds of screen time where he's just kind of like in the distance. They zoom in on him just watching the idols. And at first I was like, why do they do that? Like, what is his purpose? Like, you know, what's going on? Like, I thought he was going to be a character who has some sort of like, you know, purpose because of that. So maybe this is his purpose, you know? Maybe he's watching them because he's trying to get intel, trying to find out, you know, who they are. Maybe he knows who they are, honestly. So I'm like, you know? So maybe. I feel like I'm on a good path here. If it's not Kaito, it's his twin brother. Yeah. I even like looked up his name. I looked up his name to see, because he also, as a villain, well, I don't know if he's a villain, but the new villain has like a little like scissor patch on him. So I'm like, okay, let me look up the name Kaito. And I thought I was onto something, because I was like, what if Kaito has something to do with like cutting? Because the whole team has like, you know, like sharp cut names. Like, you have Cuddy, you have Zakari, you know? So I was like, maybe Kaito is like, you know, like a little hint or something. No, it's not. It means practically like sky. It's got some different meanings, but now I know why Kaito Momota's name is Kaito, though. From Danganronpa V3. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense now. Because, you know, the ultimate astronaut. I still love Kaito. Forever in my heart. What about Demon Slayer? Ooh, I want to watch Demon Slayer. I know people have mixed opinions about it, but I really like the art style. I like the characters. I want to get to see like Matsuri, I think is her name. The pink and green haired girl. She's pretty. I want to cosplay her. I've always liked her. She's always been really pretty, and so I wanna check that one out. But I know people are like finicky when it comes to Demon Slayer, because you either have someone who is like, oh my god, this is like peak anime, best anime I've ever seen, and then you have people who are like, oh, it's overrated. So I feel like maybe I'm gonna go into this at least being in the middle. Being in the middle, because I can't necessarily proclaim, you know, like something that I haven't watched or seen or anything. What's my dog doing? He is snoring so loud. Goose! Gus! Sorry. I had to wake him up. He's snoring so loud. Oh my god, that was the loudest I've ever heard him snore. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm gonna check it out. What about School Life? I don't think I've heard of that one. Actually, that's the one here that I don't think I've heard of that. I saw that and I was like, Love Live? Love Live? School Lighter Project? No, I'm just dumb and I have Love Live always on my brain. Always on my mind. Always on my heart. Yes, the goose. Yes, I call him Goose. Yes, my dog's name is Gus. I call him Goose. Why? I don't know. I've always done this with like every dog that I've had. I give them like a variant nickname. So the ones that are living, we have Gus, who's Goose, and then we have Hansel, who I just call Han Han. I call him Han Han or Bear because he's supposed to be a miniature schnauzer. The 3 dogs that I have are supposed to be miniature schnauzers. That dog is huge. He looks more like a standard. He's big. He's bigger than what you're supposed to have for a mini. So I call him Big Boy sometimes. Or usually it's just Han Han. And then Gretel, I call her Lady or Ma'am. Because she's a little sassy. So I call her like Ma'am. Like, ma'am. You know, I'm like, ma'am, come here. Or when she's a good girl, I'm like, my little lady, my little lady. And then my dead dog. Never forget, always in my heart. His name was Gromit after Wallace and Gromit. Yes, I'm a loser. Anyway, what did I call him? I called him Pookie a lot. Or like Puka Stanka. I called him like, that one doesn't really fit. I feel like that one doesn't fit well. But like, it just worked, you know? I just called him Pookie because he was like the equivalent, like an old man who just kind of like, even when he was young, because we got him from the shelter when he was 4 years old, and even at 4, he was just so lazy. Like, he's just like a dog who liked to chill, and he would not go on walks. Like, I had to force him to go onto a walk. Like, he'd want to go outside, but he didn't want to go walk. He did not like exercise, but I would just call him Pookie. I'd be like, come here, Puka Stanka. Come here, Pookie. And it was just, it kind of fit. I don't know how to explain it. It just fit. Just fit right. But yeah, if you ever hear me say Goose, because I have Gus. Gus is technically my dog. The others are like my family's dog. Gus is my dog. So if you ever hear me say Goose, that's Gus. That is Gus. Ooh, what's my opinion on seinen anime? Let me look up a couple. Let's see. Because I feel like I need to have a couple in my brain. See, what's some that I've seen at least. Oh yeah, this, by the way, like from what I see, like these animes, like they seem to like appear to like a little bit more of like a older, mature-ish kind of like I don't know, demographic. It also, from what I'm reading, it also says that it like translates to like young man. It says the age range is 18 to 40, which I'm learning because I don't feel like I know too much about this particular series. What's it called? Series? What am I saying? Genre. Let's see. I'm gonna look up some examples. Someone put in the like on Reddit, what the hell is a seinen anime? Let's see what people have as like examples. See if I've seen any of them. Honestly, I mean, I don't really mind. I watch a little bit of anything as long as it's not like super creepy. You know, then I'm cool with it. You know. Okay, this is by Gameran. It's called the best seinen anime. Let's see what we got on the list. Tokyo Ghoul. I have watched Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul was good. I liked the first season. Couldn't get into Tokyo Ghoul Re though. But I did like the first season. The first season was really good. The torture scene though was a little gross. Especially with the whole toenail thing. Didn't like that. I tried to get into coffee because of this anime too. And I just don't like coffee. Oh my god, this one actually just popped up. The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really Love You is the worst one, really? Oh, it's harem? Yeah, I'm not a harem person. That's not my thing. Yeah. This is number 30. Someone put it number 30 on this list. There's one called The Fable, I don't know. Oh, really? Really? They put Skip and Loafer as a seinen anime? I would have called that a shoujo. Wait, is Skip and Loafer a seinen? Huh. I guess, yeah, okay. This is a pretty good answer. I get this. The Skip and Loafer manga ran in a seinen manga magazine, which is aired at young adult men. Shoujo manga are not necessarily a genre, but they're a demographic. Okay, I get that. That's understandable, but I definitely still feel like it's like, you know, it definitely does feature a lot of elements that are in shoujo. I don't know, that one's hard. I don't know that I necessarily agree with this one, this theme. It says like it has a mature theme. Skip and Loafer has a mature theme of moving through high school and personal growth that aligns with some aspects of the seinen manga genre. So does shoujo stuff. That one's weird. I feel like it's a good combination of both. I'm gonna have to look more into that. I did actually stop reading that manga series, so we'll have to see. I don't know. I didn't really love this manga series. I might watch the anime though. I don't know this one called Medalist. I've heard of Erased, have not watched it though. Oh my god, they got the Horse Girl anime! Uma Masume! They got the Horse Girl! I haven't seen that one yet. Oshinoko? Okay, yeah. Oshinoko is one of my favorites. And here's the thing, I feel like a lot of people hate Oshiko now. What am I saying? Oshinoko now, because people are like, oh, it fell off. It's overrated now because of the way that it ended. I still really like the series because as someone who grew up in the idol sphere, I think it's a good show to showcase how mean people are. Like fans, quote unquote fans, are mean to people in the idol industry. Because people absolutely will bully others online. Like, you've seen it in K-pop. You see it even just for content creators where, like, you know, people take their own lives because of online harassment. You know, like, you see that kind of stuff in Oshinoko. And especially that first season, it's so good because it really touches on that. It showcases how one bad edit makes someone out to be a villain when they're really not, you know? So Oshinoko is always going to be one of my faves because it highlights that. And I like, again, that it's an idol anime, but it focuses on a lot of the bad stuff that happens in the idol entertainment industry because it's not always great. It's not always a good sphere. And I really like that it showcases that. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, and people are always like, oh, my fave would never do that. Yeah, they will. They would. And how would you know? How would you know? Like, a couple of, like, the K-pop people who have come out recently, like, I don't know how to say his name. I think it's called Tail? I don't know. I'm not huge into a huge array of, like, K-pop, like, groups and stuff. But, yeah, you know, people are like, oh, he's my bias, he's my favorite, he's so kind, and then he comes out as like a predator. You know? So it's like, how can you defend your favorites and be like, no, my favorite would never? How do you know? You only see what people allow you to see, especially online. You know, you only see what people allow you to. And I really think Oshinoko does a good job of showcasing that. So, and again, that's like the first season. There's more, but I really like Oshinoko. I can't help it. There's some things that I hate about Oshinoko, like the twin cess thing. I really don't like that. That's mostly on Ruby though. Aqua was just kind of chilling. But like, there's some points that I don't like of it, but like the thing is, like Oshinoko is an uncomfortable anime, so I hate the incest, but I do feel like it fits the theme of being an uncomfortable anime, even though I hate it. I do feel like, you know, at least, you know, it's already in an uncomfortable season of stuff. Okay, let's see what else is on this list. One Punch Man's on this list? Yeah, I could see that. Really? I almost would want to say that this is shonen, but okay. I got you. And you know what? I kind of take that back, actually. No, I feel like it's pretty good both. I feel like it, yeah, I feel like it really is kind of a both thing. I've seen Parasite go around. Not really my thing. Not really my thing. Did you know that Blackpink made a comeback this year? Everyone hated the song and music video. Really? I saw that they come back. I'm actually learning that song right now for a dance cover, Jump. Here's my personal take. K-pop fans, don't come for me. Because I love Blackpink. Blackpink is the group that got me into K-pop, and I'm not a huge K-pop fan. I'm very casual. But here's my thing. One, I like the song. I think the song is good. I think the dance is good. But I don't love their stage energy for this song. I do think Lisa is pretty much always perfect. Lisa's always really good at performing. She is made to be a performer, especially when it comes to dancing. And Jisoo absolutely killed it in the comeback. Absolutely. You could tell that her solo work actually like really, you know, like benefited her as a performer because she's so much more energetic and her dancing has greatly improved. Like, again, I'm saying this as a long-term blink. Like, her like energy was so good on stage, and I'm so proud of her for that because people make fun of Jisoo all the time where they're like, oh, she's not good enough to be in Blackpink. She can't dance. She proved them wrong. I'm gonna say that. She proved them wrong. And I just feel like, honestly, Jennie feels like Jennie. I don't feel like Jennie's necessarily like improved stage performance wise. I feel like performance wise she's just kind of like casual energy. She's not super hyper, especially like even in her own concerts. Jennie's always just been very casual, I feel like, when it comes to like dance performances and stuff. But that's not a bad thing, you know. But yeah, she's very chill, I feel like, here, which again doesn't really feel like, you know, anything too different. But I'm not gonna lie, I hate to say this, but I was kind of upset with Rosé's performance, especially after having such a huge hit like the APT song with Bruno Mars. I was a little bit disappointed because if you watch the video, one, there's a part in the dance, like the second part, where she messes up the choreo, and you can even see it in the video where she runs over and she like is like, oh, I messed up, you know? And it's like the second chorus, she does the first chorus dance, which is not that big of a deal, but it is your comeback tour, you know? You know, I know mistakes happen, but this is your comeback. And I did hear that, like, she did say that they did not have a lot of performance time, like practice. So maybe that's why. But like, yeah, I love Blackpink, but I just wasn't feeling it from their comeback tour. Like, I watched the whole 2-hour video somebody uploaded to YouTube. I watched the whole one, because again, I'm a huge Blackpink fan. But like, I just was not feeling it in the comeback tour video. I personally, I like the song. The video's the video's a little weird, not gonna lie. The song is not their best song ever. Like, I know people really hated, oh my god, what's it called? Pink Venom. People hated Pink Venom when it came out, but I honestly think Pink Venom gives more Blackpink to me than this song, but Jump is not bad in my opinion. I like Jump. It's more of like a dance kind of clubby song, and the one thing about that is I just don't feel like Blackpink is necessarily the best group for a poppy dance club song. Lisa maybe, because Lisa is a phenomenal dancer, but as a group, like, it's been a long time since pre-debut Blackpink. Like, if you see their old stuff, they were really good at dancing, really in sync with each other, And it's been a while since I felt that energy, you know? Again, I'm not trying to say anything mean, I'm just trying to give some like personal critiques as a fan, because again, I'm a huge Blink. They're like, I'm not gonna lie. I'll say this. Blackpink, Stray Kids, a little bit of BTS. That's really the only K-pop groups that I really care to keep up with. A little bit of ATEEZ, but that's mostly because my mom is like, oh my god, I love ATEEZ. But yeah, those are the 3 that I really keep up with. I want One Punch Man to come and hit me as hard as he can. I mean, you might be dead, but it is what it is. Okay, let's see what else is on this list. Hellsing Ultimate, I've heard of that. Grand Blue Dreaming, I've never heard of that one. It's like, it looks like a beachy kind of thing. That looks cool, actually. Golden Kami? Don't know if I'm saying that right. That looks like JoJo. What? Oh, it is a JoJo thing. Okay. Okay, it's a kind of a JoJo thing. That makes sense. Pluto, I don't know what that is. Land of the Illustrious. I've seen this character with the Miku-looking glass hair. Don't know anything about it, though. Fate. People were telling me not to watch Fate, even though I was like, oh my god, Fate X Honkai Star Rail collab, but people were like, just don't get into it. Made in the Abyss. I know there was, speaking of K-pop, I know there was a K-pop idol who got quote-unquote canceled because they were talking about this show. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch this one. Space Brothers? Don't know what that is. Looks a little bit older, but I like the look of it, actually. It's kind of cool. Kind of retro-y. Delicious in Dungeon. That's one a lot of people have been telling me to watch. A lot of people have said that I will really like this one, so I got that on my watch list, actually. Bungo Stray Dogs, that's another one that people said that I would really like, so we'll get into that eventually. Berserk. I know what Berserk is, just not my thing. Mushishi? I don't know that one. I like the scene that I'm seeing on here. Kingdom, I don't know that one. March comes in like a lion? Don't know that one, but that one looks really sad, so maybe I won't watch that one. Huh. I could see this. Okay, Kaguya-sama. I could see that. Like, Kaguya-sama is one of those, again, that definitely could also be a shoujo, because it's got those elements. But I get this one. I see this one. I understand why this one's on the list, because it's not like your proper shoujo. So I would agree that it's a seinen. Orb on the movements of the earth? Do not know that one. Ping Pong the animation? Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Rainbow. Ooh. That's pretty cool looking. An upsetting but important look into a dark part of Japanese history? That's kind of interesting sounding. Ghost in a Shell? I vaguely know of that one. Monster? Don't know that one. Vinland Saga? That makes sense. A lot of people are always like yapping to me about Vinland Saga. A historical epic with 2 very different but equally brilliant seasons. Cool, okay. I know a lot of people say that Vinland Saga is a really good one. You know what, maybe we'll have to check it out then. No, maybe. Maybe we'll just have to give it a check. Oh, do I know who Deco27 is? I do not. Let me look up. Deco27. Japanese musician. Oh, I like this art. Ah, I see. Vocaloid, I see. Oh my god, I just now realized one of my friends has a photo of themselves, like their VTuber, as the vampire. The song, the way that they're pulling down the mask. One of my friends has that exact, like, stance, I guess, stance as this, like, version of Miku. That's cool. I like this. I'm gonna listen to some of these songs after stream. That looks interesting. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, it definitely seems like they're a little bit more of the, like, kind of, how do I put this? not super happy Miku songs, you know? Interesting, interesting. Oh, I also, okay, that's why this name looks familiar. I did see Wolf Stutson recently did a cover of Monitoring. That makes sense now. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, we're just about at our hour mark now, so I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up today's stream, but I hope you guys enjoy the next episode next week, because I'm really hoping that's gonna be Kaito. I'm really hoping it's gonna be Kaito. I really want it to be Kaito, but I feel like we're probably gonna be a couple episodes in before we actually get to see anything. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream, and I'm gonna post something in the community if you want to give me some answers. That will greatly help for the YouTube video this week. So thank you guys for joining me and watching, and I'll see you tomorrow on the gaming channel and here on Twitch for the Horse Girl game. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna see if I like it. I'm making a video on it, so hopefully I will like it. There's also an anime, so we'll have to see. Oh, hi Alexis, I'm so sorry, but we're ending. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you're doing well, and we will be streaming the horse game tomorrow. So let's see, what time am I streaming that? Let me check that first. What time am I streaming that? The Horse Girl game is gonna be at noon. At noon tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then, okay? We'll play some Horse Girl game. See if I like it. Okay. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.